Former first-round pick gearing up. The promising young prospect will certainly play a key role in this one. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Athletics. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Here's Gurriel. No score here in the second. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break. But look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just one, but two runners in scoring position. So they'd love another base hit right here.
Chris Rosario, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. And downstairs, Rosario with a homer in his last game. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Whips it across. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Fought back to work. Fouled off down the right side.
You know, these Athletics, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but one or two pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him swinging.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Man at first, one away. Ground ball left side, could be two. Throws to second for one. Double play. They can't seem to break through. And now, Jake McCarthy. Moreno gets his lead at first with nobody out. That one is absolutely belted. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Rosario digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That one not close. And now it's even 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. One out, base is empty.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And there's a ball. And it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One down, base is empty. Got him swinging. Now only one out remaining.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms. It gets to
ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Diamondbacks claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. Rosario with a less than great game in the loss.
This wasn't his finest hour, Boog, and he may be a little frustrated.
I'm saying.
Okay, all set to go. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jake McCarthy. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Makes the turn and heads for second. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. McCarthy rounds third, headed for the plate. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see it inside the Parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting to second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Carroll makes the grab for the second out.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter.
Base is empty with 2 away. This is Corbin Carroll. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, no errors. And no... Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Burns back to work. Fought off foul. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Marte to second for one. Over to first, safe. Man at first, one away.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Outside, and that is ball one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
2 down, bases empty. And now Shea Langoliers. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Got him, and that's the ball game. Rosario had a poor showing, needed to do more.
Well, Boog, not too much to lift his mood right now between the loss and his own poor day at the dish. Coaching staff knows he's capable of more.
Ready to go now. And now here is Jake McCarthy singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. He's got it. And a quick out, number 1.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man at second. That's down and in. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
2 on, 1 out. Blade will hit next. 2-2 on the way. Hit in the air, left field. Gurriel has it sized up. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 away.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Gio Urshela to the plate. The pitch. In the air, right side. Carroll moving under it. And makes the grab. And the inning is over. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. 1 inning in the books here. It's the A's 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's going to be Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's 1 away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Gallen back to work. Cut on and lifted in the air. Carroll settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next, the designated hitter.
And we're back. And the batter now, Chris Rosario.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Gallen back to work. Turned on, but foul wide of third.
You know, these A's, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And delivers outside.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And that one in the air center field. McCarthy gets under it. Corrals it. And there's one down.
The designated hitter.
Here's the center fielder, Chris Rosario. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. One strike away. That's a little bit low.
That's when you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looks to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Just missing there. 2-2.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
3-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And that's ball four. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball four.
This is J.J. Bleday.
I'm just a simple man.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. To second, pulls him off the bag.
One out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
2 outs, bases full. Urshela, the next to hit. So they're all loaded up. The other way. Fires to the plate. Save. In comes the run from second. And they trail by one.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
First and second, 2 outs. So here's Brown at the plate, trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Base hit! The run scores from second, and it's an RBI single, and they've tied it in the bottom of the ninth.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the ninth. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
Ginkel back to work. Swinging a foul out of play. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Kelly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Man at second. That's way outside. The count now 2-2. That one missed. Comebacker to the mound. In plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down. One down, runner at third. J.J. Bleday now at the plate. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the grab. Runner tags. This should do it. In comes the winning run, and the A's walk it off in the 11th.
These can be tough at bats when you know you've got to get the ball in the air. At worst case scenario, that pitcher is going to try to tie you up, throw you up and in, but he did a good job pulling the hands through. Extension to put that ball deep enough out into the outfield to score that run and win this game.
Six-5 the final here today. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Ladies, if you feel me, turn me up and let the beat rock. When you in the